In this lesson, we're going to look at how to write linear equations in slope-intercept form when we start from general form. Now, you haven't seen general form yet, but you have seen point-slope form and slope-intercept form. Well, there's one more form that we need to look at, and that is ax plus by plus c equals 0. So in general form, you have your x and your y terms and your constant all on one side of the equal mark, and the right side of the equal mark is 0. This is called general form. So if you want to find the slope and the y-intercept of an equation that's in general form, what you need to do is solve that equation for y, and that will put your equation in slope-intercept form, and you'll be able to see the slope and the y-intercept from there. So for our first example, let's find the slope of the line whose equation is 3x plus 2y minus 4 equals 0. So if I want to find the slope of this line, I'll want to solve for y. So I'm going to leave the 2y here by itself, and I'm going to move the 3x and the 4 to the other side of the equation. So I'll have 2y equals negative 3x plus 4, because we know that when we move a term to the other side of the equal mark, it changes sign. And now I'm going to divide everything by 2. And the 2's here will cancel out, and that will leave us y equals negative 3/2 x plus 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I can see that the slope is negative 3/2, and the y-intercept is 2. So to answer the question up here, find the slope, slope is negative 3/2. Y-intercept is 2. Now let's try to graph this. I didn't say it before, but we are going to try to graph here. So the y-intercept is 2, so I'm going to go to 2 on the y-axis and make a mark. And then we will use the slope as rise over run to go down 3 and right 2. So from here, I'm going to go down 3 and right 2, and I'm going to put a dot right here. And then we're going to connect the dots, and there's the graph of our line. For our next example, let's find the slope and the y-intercept of the equation 4x minus 3y minus 6 equals 0, and then we'll graph that as well. So the first thing that we will do is we will isolate the y term. So I'll move the 4x and the minus 6 to the right side of the equation, and they will become negative 4x and plus 6. And now we'll divide everything by negative 3, and that will give us y equals 4/3 x, and 6 over negative 3 is minus 2. So now our slope here is 4/3, and our y-intercept is negative 2. And let's graph this. So we'll put a y-intercept at negative 2, so 1, 2, put our dot right here, and then we'll use the slope as rise over run. So we'll go up 4 and right 3, and we'll put a dot right here and connect those dots. And then that is the graph of 4x minus 3y minus 6 equals 0.